Watermelon brandy recipe. Warning: the watermelons have to be really ripe, almost turning sour, already unfit for consumption. You can use very ripe, slightly sour watermelons, which are not suitable for eating, but are good for making brandy. But it's important that they aren't spoiled or moldy. Ingredients: watermelon juice 8 gallons/30 liters. Sugar 6.6 pounds/3 kilograms. Distillers yeast 1.7 ounces/50 grams, or 10.5 ounces/300 grams of compressed yeast. Watermelons contain a lot of liquid, so you can do without water. In 1 kilo of fruit, there are 50 to 100 grams of sugar. To obtain 0.3 gallons/1 liter of watermelon brandy with a strength of 40 degrees, you need at least 22 to 26 pounds/10 to 12 kilograms of raw materials. I recommend increasing the yield by adding 2.2 pounds/1 kilogram of sugar per 2.5 gallons/10 liters of juice. This facilitates fermentation and does not impair quality. Attention! Watermelon pulp is sterile and contains no yeast. For normal fermentation, I recommend adding dry, freshly compressed or distilled yeast to the drink, otherwise, the mash will turn sour. In extreme cases, moonshine enthusiasts without organic yeast can make broth from berries or raisins, but the fermentation will last a few times longer. Watermelon beer recipe. 1. Cut the fruit in half. Carefully scrape out the pulp without the white parts and the rinds with a spoon and put it in a large container without spilling any juice. As I said above, the watermelons have to be really ripe, unfit for eating. Otherwise you'll spoil the taste. 2. Grate the pulp through a mesh strainer with holes up to 0.5 centimeters to remove the seeds. Or, place the mesh strainer in a large pan and then grate pieces of soft watermelon with back and forth movements. The hard seeds will remain at the top of the mesh strainer. They must be removed. Otherwise, the brandy will taste unpleasantly bitter. 3. Pour the prepared must into a fermentation vessel. Add the sugar, optional, and yeast, broth, according to the instructions on the label. Stir well. 4. Install the airlock in the neck of the fermenter. Leave the wort in a dark place with a temperature of 64.4 to 80.6 degrees Fahrenheit/18 to 27 degrees Celsius. Fermentation will last 3 to 7 days, with natural raisin or berry juice up to 40 days. 5. When the airlock stops bubbling, the watermelon must become brighter and more bitter. The foam settles and it should be ready for a distillation still. Enjoy Moonshine Life Recipes. Good luck and keep shining.